It's 5 o'clock on a Wednesday, and it's time for
Craig and Ryland Magic Review Show.
I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
Welcome back to another review show right here on
Magic TV.
There you go. Knew you'd get there in the end. Welcome back to another review show on Magic TV. We are looking at the latest and greatest tricks to hit the Magic community. First of all, we have literally just got back from Ireland. We spent the weekend at the Midwest Magic Convention, hanging out with people like Nick Locopo, Jamie Williams, Jay Sankey, Leon Anderson, some incredible people. And I think we should say thank you to Leon for putting on an incredible convention. Yeah, I said Jamie Williams. Jamie's lecture was fantastic. So was Nick. So was Jay's. So was yours. Your very first Magic lecture, dude. Very first, probably the youngest Magic lecturer, I reckon, in the world. And you killed the gala show. Fantastic. Really, I'm biased. Really great. Okay, really great convention. But we're back in review mode now. So we're going to be looking at 4.
When can we review next trick?
Very, very soon. We're going to be reviewing next trick very soon. But without further ado, we're going to get straight into it with this week's review show. Yeah. So first up, we have from the guys at Green Lemon, we have Wesley Kort's Marry, Kiss, Kill. Now, Green Lemon are the same company that make your really cool close-up pads and close-up tables. Sven
and Bush.
Yes, makes the same... that owns the same company, so Green Lemon is them. And this is a new mentalism trick. Small but mightily engaging. Now, this is basically out of this world with a very interesting plot. Now, you've never heard of Marry, Kiss, Kill before. It's a game that adults play against each other. And the whole concept of this is based around that game. And you show cards and you have the spectators make decisions based on various different choices. Probably the best way for you to understand this is for us to show you a performance. Now, we filmed this earlier on. It feels slightly inappropriate to do this to an 11-year-old when you're asking, would you like to marry or kiss or kill Darth Vader? It's kind of a bit of a weird one. But you're my spectator. You're my spectator, so this is what we're going with. So let's have a look at a performance of this first of all. After the performance, we'll go through... After the performance, we'll go through exactly what we think. Okay, right, there's a game that adults play called Marry, Kiss, Kill. And you have to name 3 celebrities and you decide who you're going to kiss, who you're going to kill, who you're going to marry. Now, it's weird playing this game with you, but I'm going to give it a shot. Okay? Yeah. Now, we're only going to do the simple version for now, which is kiss and kill. Okay? So we're going to put a marker there and a marker there. That's kiss, that's kill. I'm going to give you options and you've got to decide... Out the 2 of them, you've got to kiss one and kill one. You get to decide who. Okay, we're going to go through a couple of them. So the first one is Bill Gates. It is weird. Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs created Apple, all the Apple iPhones and iPads and everything. And Bill Gates, kind of Microsoft PCs, that sort of stuff.
What's that?
It doesn't really matter. Computers, basically. Okay?
Oh, well, so, kill him, keep him, because he created Apple.
So keep Steve Jobs because so you're going to kiss Steve Jobs and you're going to kill Bill Gates. Yeah. Okay. The Easter Bunny and Santa Claus. Who are you going to kiss? Who are you going to kill?
Well, I'm trying to stay off chocolate, so kill Easter Bunny. Bye-bye.
You're killing the Easter Bunny?
Yeah.
No more chocolate eggs for anybody in the world. Just because you are on a health kick. Fine. And also, kissing Santa with that beard. Ugh. Okay, here we go. Here's a tough one for you. Lord Voldemort and Darth Vader. Who do you kiss? Who do you kill? You got to kiss one of them. You got to kill one of them.
I prefer Harry Potter. So.
I know you like Harry Potter. What, so you're going to kiss Lord Voldemort?
I don't even want to say that. I don't even want to say that.
You're going to kiss Lord Voldemort. And you're going to kill Darth Vader. Yeah?
I'm going to try kill them.
Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street. Who are you kissing? Who are you killing?
Who's that?
You've never really watched Sesame Street. They're too
I don't know. Just put one random.
No, which one? Where do you want Ernie?
Just put Ernie there and Bert there.
Ernie here?
Ernie there.
Ernie there. Okay. You're kissing Ernie and you're killing Bert. Okay. John Lennon. He's from the Beatles. You know, like Yellow Submarine and Hey Jude. And Justin Bieber. You know Justin Bieber. Yeah. Who are you killing? Who are you kissing? You're killing Justin Bieber. A million people will say thank you. Tomato. You've been in America enough to know they say tomato.
We say kiss.
Well, which one of these should go on kiss?
Tomato.
And this one here goes on kill. Okay. Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un. You know who both of those are, don't you?
Yeah.
Who are you kissing? Who are you killing?
I kill both of them.
Can you kill both of them? No. You can't kill both of them. No. Who are you kissing? Who are you killing?
You're going to have to decide.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll kiss Donald Trump. Kill Kim Jong-un. There you go. Okay, last one. My mom and your mom. Who are you kissing? Your mom or my mom?
Well, your mum's already dead, so you might as well kill her again.
Okay, so you're killing my mom, thanks.
But she's already dead.
Good point. And you're kissing your mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. And you made all the decisions there, didn't you?
Yeah.
You decided where kiss would be, where kill would be. You decided, like, everything, dude. You decided the whole lot all the way through, didn't you? Here's what's weird. You chose to kiss my mom. You chose to kiss Donald Trump.
Yeah.
You chose to kiss a tomato. You chose to kiss John Lennon. Here's the interesting thing, buddy. That's exactly what you did all the way through. You sorted them all out. Kiss on one side and kill on the other. How good is that?
That's cool.
I mean, you did amazing. The only problem is, and there is a problem with this, the problem is, this game is called Marry, Kiss, Kill. Right? That's the name of the game. It's called Marry, Kiss, Kill. So I'll tell you what we need to do. We need to decide who you would marry.
Yeah.
Not you would marry. We need to pick two of these cards and decide who would marry each other.
Okay.
So we can do that. Just do me a favour. Just cut some cards there.
Oh,
And
I'm gonna kiss
hang
a
on, we'll mark the cuts. Now think about this for a minute. Just think about this for a minute. They're all different. You managed to sort out all of the kills from all of the kisses, which is super impressive.
Yeah.
But you cut right here at two cards. The bottom card of this pile and the top card of this pile. Let's have a look and see who you decided to marry off against each other. You decided to get Donald Trump to marry a tomato.
Tomato, because it's a kiss.
A tomato, okay. And here's the...
You're gonna marry a tomato!
Well, here's the thing. I knew that because from the
Donald
very
Joe's
beginning,
gonna marry a tomato.
I put these marker cards here from the very beginning, and I knew exactly what you would end up with, which is why on the other side I've got a picture of Donald Trump in a wedding dress marrying Mr. Tomato Head. And there you go. Proof.
Look, it's Donald Trump in a dress. Donald Trump in a wedding gown. Mr. Tomato Head.
So there you go. I mean, what you just saw there is the trick. I mean, that's exactly what it is. The cards are very well printed. They're very well made. It's a very interesting way of doing Out of This World. And it's a very interesting... What I like about it, there's a couple of things I like about it. And there's a couple of things I don't like about it. Now, the first thing that I like about it is that I like the hook. You know, the whole concept, everybody played this when they were younger. Marry, kiss, kill. It's something that everybody is aware of. So having that as a hook for Out of This World kind of makes sense. I also like the fact that the cards are very well printed and they look really good. They've spared no expense when it comes to the quality of the cards. I also very much like that it's completely self-working. There's no moves at all. It's very, very easy to do. And the little thing that you need to do at the end is all covered by the fact that the backs of the cards are marked in a very, very deceptive way. I like that as well. I like the fact that it's an almost instant reset.
Yep.
There's a lot to like about this. There really is. I like the fact that the
about
cards...
the ending with Mr. Tomato.
Well, that's the other thing that I like about it. I was just going to come on to that. The thing I like about this the most is normally when you do Out of This World, it's just Out of This World and then that's it. But because of how they've built these cards together, you've got the final kicker at the end where you go, well, let's talk about marrying. And then you kind of have them pick two cards and, it's Donald Trump marrying a tomato, which is funny even for an 11-year-old. Now, here's the thing. That's all that I love about it. And there's a lot to like about this. And if you saw that performance of that routine, get it. You won't be disappointed. Here's the negatives. Now, the first negative is it's going to be the same outcome every single time when it comes to when it comes to who marries who. It's always going to be Donald Trump marrying a tomato. That's something that you do need to know.
Still funny.
It's still funny, but if you're doing it on 3 tables and then they talk and they realise the same outcome's the same, I think it's going to weaken it a little bit. So you've got to be aware that the outcome is the same every single time. That's the first negative. The second negative is the cards can't be examined. Normally when you do an Out of This World, at the end the cards can be fully examined. But because of the method that's employed with this particular version, at the end, the cards can't be examined, because if they examine the cards, they'll realise there's something a little bit dodgy. And
Something fishy.
and I do, you know, I've done Out of This World for years, and a lot of the time people don't want to examine the cards because it's very, very clean, but it is something to bear in mind. These cards cannot be examined, because if they try to look at them, they're going to realise that it's not what it appears to be, without giving too much of the method away. Yeah. The other thing is, I don't like my favourite Out of This World is Pete Turner's Out of This World. The Paul Cullery original was great. I do like Out of This Galaxy. There's always trade-offs, but I don't particularly like, with this particular version, you show, you know, if you look back at the performance, you show that you've got kiss correct, kiss correct, kiss correct, kiss correct, and then you stack them and you spread them out. It's kind of, I think that's the worst time to do that move, because that move is discrepant and I believe it will fly by a lot of people. But I do think that's the wrong time to do it, because why aren't you just showing all of the cards like that? You've shown the first 4 cards like that. Why aren't you showing the rest? It's not like you've got a ton of cards that you're working with. So why would you not want to do that with all of the cards? Now, I don't think that's too much of an issue, but I do think to a certain type of spectator, it will kind of maybe make them think, hang on, what's going on there? And then coupled with the fact that the cards can't be examined, I think that's not particularly a great situation to be in. Will it affect the majority of the performances? No, but I think it's something that's worth noting. So there you have it. I mean, what do you think about it? I've just rattled on because, I mean, this is not your sort of trick, really, is it? I mean, I know you like the tomato marrying Donald Trump thing, but the way that we got there, I don't know if that's... Yeah, and it's not designed for kids, really, to be perfectly honest. But...
No.
Look, I like it. I think it's really good. I think it's great as a premise. I'm not going to do it. I've got Out of This World that I prefer to do to this. But I do think it's good. I think if you're looking for an interesting Out of This World with an interesting hook, this is absolutely one to go for. The tutorial's very well done. It's very easy to do. Everything's broken down. It's all kind of chapter by chapter. It's easy to understand. There's a live performance. I can see this getting really good reactions. It's just there's ways of doing this that I would prefer to do it. So I'm going to give it 79%, which is the highest rating I can give something if I'm not going to do it. So I'm not going to do this, but this is not me saying this is a bad trick. This is a really good trick. There's pros and there's cons, like there are with a lot of routines, but as long as you're happy with what you saw and you don't mind about a couple of negatives, then this is something that you might want to go for. 79% from me. What about you?
I'm going to give it 79.
79% as well. You like it, but you're not going to do it. Yeah.
Can I keep tomato?
Well, I'm not going to do it. So, I mean, if you want this, you can have it and you can...
Hang on.
No, don't take them out. Not on camera. No.
I'll wait till after.
Yeah, wait till after. But anyway, we're going to move on now with the next trick that we're reviewing. Okay, next up we have LCC by N2G, which is another one of the coin sets by N2G. Now, this time you get 4 coins. You get a gimmicked coin, you get a regular Chinese coin, regular English penny, and a regular replica silver dollar. And
what's a replica silver dollar?
It's not a real silver dollar, it's a fake silver dollar. But it's designed to look like a silver dollar. And using these coins, you can do a whole bunch of different routines. Well, I say you can do a whole bunch of different routines. The tutorial, which is 7 minutes long, teaches you 3 routines in typical N2G style, which means they don't explain it at all.
Does that also mean they're in the hotel again?
Yeah, they're in the same hotel room again, and they're explaining these tricks very, very badly. And when I say very badly, I mean ridiculously badly. Now, I'm going to show you what this set does. It's a little bit like a copper, silver, brass, but not really. Imagine if a copper, silver, brass married a nesting coin set. This would be the resulting offspring. Sounds ridiculous, but I'll go through what you get in a minute. You filmed a routine for this in the airport in Ireland, didn't you?
Yeah.
For your social media. So we'll play that social media clip. We'll play that reel of Ryland doing this. And then once you've had a look at the reel, we'll bring it back into the studio and I will talk about exactly what I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a really simple routine that wasn't on the download. We put that together specifically for social media, kind of that 4 coins to pocket thing. What you in essence have is this is a nesting coin set. So this coin here, without giving too much away, this coin here actually is 4 coins in one, like a typical nesting coin. So it's a Chinese coin, it's an English penny, and it's 2 silver dollars. Yeah, that's called an English penny. And
there's a penny?
And it all nests together into a silver dollar. That's what this is. Now, let me talk about the negatives because there are many of them. The first negative is, although this is pretty well made, and it is pretty well made, it's very tight. You know, when you were playing with it, we were messing with it, it's quite tight to actually get them to squeeze together. I don't know if you noticed that when you were doing it. You have to really do an unnatural. And when you're squeezing it, I mean, when Ryland did it for social media, there was music over the top, so it wasn't a problem. But when you're doing you can hear the... Now, they address that. The first thing that they say on the tutorial is, hey, if you're having trouble nesting this all together, sand it down, which I tried doing, but I still had... that horrible noise that I couldn't really get out of. So that's the first negative. The second negative, and it's not a negative, but please be aware of this is not an instant reset. You're going to get a bang ring and you have to reset it via the bang ring, and you have to give it a really big bang, don't you, to get this thing apart. It's not, it's not a simple thing to...
like 10 of them.
Like 10 of them or something, Now, here's the major negative.
Say 5, but then I realised
here's the major negative. There's 3 routines on this tutorial. There's no live performances. There's not even a performance to camera. You literally just have a camera, it looks like an iPhone, over the guy's shoulder, and it's literally just, right, here's the next trick, here's the next trick, here's the next trick. And they don't explain any sleights. It's a 7-minute tutorial. They just whiz through all the different ideas. And they don't explain any sleights. Like at one point he's like, right, do a full transfer. At one point he's like, right, okay, do a click pass. But he doesn't explain how any of this stuff is done. He just tells you that you've got to do this, which,
just say that
you know, exactly. You need to explain this stuff. And the other thing is, all 3 of the routines involve having so you get 3 regular coins with it, right? All 3 of the routines involve having the 3 regular coins on your lap and you're sitting at a table, which most people don't do. So you've got there's a coins through table, which is, you've got the 3 coins set up in your lap already. You've got a transposition where the 3 coins are in your lap already. All 3 of the routines, the coins are already set up in your lap. Now, they don't tell you how to get into that position. They don't tell you anything. They just say, put the 3 coins in your lap and away you go. They've just half-assed this tutorial. Anybody who's new to coin magic that buys this will not get what's going on by watching this tutorial. They won't have a clue, and then nobody will perform it because the only 3 routines that are taught with this are 3 routines that...
You have to be in this position.
You have to be in this position, and you can't really follow what's going on unless you're into coin magic anyway. And if you are into coin magic, you've probably got a million ways of doing this anyway without actually needing to use this gaff. So the target market for this coin set isn't going to be able to use the coin set because the tutorial is so bad. And it's, from their point of view, it's completely impractical. Now, the routine that Ryland did on his social media, we threw that together in 10 minutes, and it didn't involve him sitting down. It involved him standing up. There are probably routines you can do with this, but I have to review this. We have to review this based on what they present to the person who's buying it, the end user. And the end user that buys this, they're going to be very,
Is that what they call the people that buy it?
Yeah, really. The end user is going to be very, very disappointed because they're going to look at this tutorial and not really fully understand what's going on. And then they're going to think, well, all of these tricks. End user, the person who ends up with the trick that's using it, the end user.
I thought it would be the M user for magic user.
No, the end user. So you know what? I might
I'm going to keep them as coins to play with.
Oh, are you? I'm not going to do this. I think that the tutorial's really bad. I think that based on what they've put on the tutorial, there's other ways of achieving this. I can probably sit down and come up with some stuff, but I don't think I can be bothered. I'm giving this 5%. What about you?
0.00 recur 1.
0.00 recurring 1.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So 0.00 recurring 1 from Ryland and 5% from me. It's just
So
not
it's like
very good. Yeah, I know what recurring means.
And then just like,
and then just a 1 at the end.
And then just a 1.
Okay. Right, there you go. Let's move on with the next trick.
Yeah.
So next up, we've got Hypercolor by Bizzaro and Penguin Magic, which is basically a version of Paul Harris's Color Stunner, but with a gimmicked card. So you get a gimmicked card, you get a couple of gimmick cards actually, you get 3 gimmick cards in total, that allow you, once you've added them to a regular deck of cards, to be able to perform a triumph with a colour-changing deck kicker. Let's have a look at a performance. I'm going to perform this to Ryland, and then once the performance done, we'll talk about what we think. Okay, Ryan, I'm going to show you something with a deck of cards. Are you excited?
Okay. Yeah.
You like card tricks, don't you?
Yeah.
No, you don't. I've got a deck of cards, 52 cards, yeah?
Yeah.
And I'm going to have you pick one, so I'm just going to go...
Where's your 52 possibilities?
I'm changing things up. 52 cards, 52 options. There you go, I'm changing it up.
No.
Yeah. I'm going to go through the cards. Just say stop anytime you want to.
Stop.
Right there, you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the card. Can you have a look at it? Just show the camera. Do not show me. It's really important that I don't see what the card is. Have you got the card?
Yeah.
Remember the cards. Really important you remember the card. Now, before you put the card back, just pop the card face down there. Before you put the card back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cards and I'm going to cut half face up and half face down. I'm going to shuffle them here, face up into face down. I want you to see, if I turn it this way, you can see face up cards really are being shuffled into face down cards. Is that fair?
Yeah.
And I'm going to put your cards somewhere in the middle like that. And the idea is I have to try and find your card. I'm going to do it in a really special way because all these cards were shuffled face up into face down. Watch. All I have to do, watch the cards. It happens on 3. 1, 2, 3. What I can do is I can actually have it so every single card turns face up except for one card that's turned over in the middle of the deck. Every single card turns over except for one, and the one card that hasn't turned over is your 4 of hearts. Is that the card?
Yeah.
Pretty sick, right?
That's cool.
But that's a good trick. I want to show you a miracle. So watch the 4 of hearts, yeah?
Yeah.
Because if I take this 4 of hearts and touch it to the top of the pack and give a little shake, because you picked a red card, it makes that card red. That card turns red. That card turns red. In fact, right, every single card in this pack turns red. That is now a red deck of cards. Okay, so first of all, the tutorial. The tutorial is very well done. It's shot in Las Vegas at Magic Live by the looks of it. And Bizzaro goes through everything with a fine-tooth comb.
I want to go to Magic Live.
Maybe one day you can. Goes through everything with a fine-tooth comb. The 3 gimmick cards can easily be taken away from the deck at the end of the routine, which allows you to leave the deck in a regular deck condition, so you can go into any other routine you want to, which is really good because this makes a great opener. There was a wonderful sleight at the beginning that was kind of a force thing that I'd never seen before that was really well done. I'm definitely adding that to my repertoire. And the gimmicked card is very well made. It's made out of something that might potentially break eventually. Please be aware of that, but it's easily fixable if you get some more of the stuff that you need to fix it. Although I've been playing around with this now for the last couple of weeks and it's not broken at all and it's still working just as good as normal. The routine itself is very easy to do. Like I say, you're left with a regular deck of cards. If you want to reset the trick, it literally takes about 3 seconds to reset. The Triumph section is very, very fooling.
Yeah.
Even the moment where the cards turn into a different colour at the end.
Yeah, that's my favourite part.
It's self-working. It's self-working because of how the cards are gimmicked. That moment is self-working. You don't even need to do double lifts or anything. In fact, unlike a lot of colour-changing deck kickers, when you spread through the deck and show that all the cards are red, genuinely every card is red.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's been hidden, which is really cool. Normally you have to like hide a clump, but you don't have to do that here. Everything is completely, you're showing everything the way it is.
Yeah.
I learned it in about 15 minutes. You'll watch the tutorial, you'll run through it once or twice, you'll be able to do it. Any moves that you aren't aware of, Bizzaro goes through them.
Yeah.
There's nothing really to say. I mean, you just saw the performance. If you like what you saw, there's no nasty surprises. You just supply a deck of cards, you add the 3 cards to it, you do the routine, you take the 3 cards out at the end, and you're left with a regular deck of cards.
Yeah.
I do a lot of Triumphs. I do a lot of colour-changing decks. I've performed Colour Stunner for years, which is credited by Bizzaro in terms of the first, one of the first routines. Well, but no, just that Paul Harris came up with the idea of a colour-changing deck mixed with a Triumph. Totally different method. But the gimmicked card makes this almost self-working because the gimmicked cards do all the work for you. So it's actually very, very easy to do. If you like card tricks, this is a great opener as well because you bring the cards out. I've already said card magic should be quick, it should be visual, especially as an opener. Here, within a couple of minutes, you've got a Triumph, all the cards have sorted themselves out, you've got that colour changing ending. I really like this. I'm definitely going to do it. I'm going to try it out in the real world, see the reactions. Oh, no table required, no angle issues to speak of, other than the selection at the beginning, but as long as you bring the cards towards your body, they're going to be absolutely fine. I like it. I'm going to give it 90%. What about you?
I don't know. I'm not going to do it because I don't do card tricks. Yeah. But if I did do card tricks, it would be 95%.
Okay.
But I'm not going to do it because I don't do card tricks.
So you're giving it 79?
Yeah.
Okay. 79% from Ryland, 90% from me. I think this is right. I do card tricks.
If you do card tricks, it's really good. You should get it.
Yeah, I do card tricks, and I'm definitely going to get
So
this.
you should get it. You've already got it.
Well, I'm going to use this. Sorry, I'm going to use this. So yeah, you can get it from Penguin Magic. It's called Hypercolor. It's by Bizzaro, another hit from Penguin Magic. Now let's move on with the next trick. Okay, next up we have Wild Shock by Syouma. And we've been quite negative about a lot of Syouma's tricks recently. Because a lot of them have not been very, very good. That's the reason. I like this one.
Yeah.
I quite like this one. I think this is pretty good.
I like it too.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now, the negative is the tutorial is a bit of a pain in the butt. Because when you watch the tutorial is in a foreign language, which is absolutely fine. That's not a problem. I've got no issue with that. The issue is there's no subtitles. Normally, when somebody's speaking in a different language, there's subtitles at the bottom to follow what they're saying. There's no subtitles on this, so I had to rewind it. I had to go back and forth. You watched the tutorial and couldn't really follow what was going on. I had to go back and forth quite a lot and rewind it and play it and rewind it and play it.
It would have been funny if you took out my phone and started using Translate.
Yeah, well, you know what? At one point, maybe I should have done that. But no, that's the major negative. It took me a lot longer to learn this than it should have. And then I had to teach it you. But what it is, basically, it's a full deck wild card. There's a couple of different variations of this. The first version is all of the cards turn into a card that they pick. The second variation is half the deck turns into the card that they pick. The other half of the deck turns blank. Now, that's the version that you did for Instagram. So we're going to have a look at that. This is a performance that Ryland did for Instagram. Let's have a look at this performance, and then we'll talk about what we think. Okay, so that is Wild Shock. Now, what can I tell you about that? Well, first of all, you performed it, and you said earlier you don't really do card tricks. You learned it just for Instagram. This is really easy.
Yeah.
It's standard moves. It's nothing difficult.
I like it.
Yeah, it's standard moves, nothing difficult. If you can do a Monty move and you can do a riffle force or a slip force or something like that, you can do this trick. They've thought through everything. It's more clever actually than I thought it was. There's one move in the middle that's discrepant, but I think that you get away with it fine. I've not performed this honestly in the real world, but I could see this playing really well. I do wildcard an awful lot, where all of the with a packet trick, where all of the cards turn into the card that they've named, and that always goes down really well. I can imagine doing it with a full deck, it would go down even better. Having said that, I'm not going to do this. It's not because I don't think it's a good trick. It's just that real estate in my pockets when I'm out doing gigs is really important to me, and I only carry like 2 or 3 decks around as it is. And so, a maximum, I'm only going to have 2 gimmick decks on me. And if I put this in my case, it would never, ever, ever get performed, because there's always something better that I'd want to do than this. It doesn't mean it's not good. You just saw the performance that Ryland did for it. If you like that performance, if you like the idea of having someone take a card and having every other card turn in the deck into that card, and then having half the deck turn blank, or having all of the, however you want to do it, then this is absolutely the way to do this. I mean, you don't do card magic, but you found this.
No, yeah, I was going to give this 79%.
Yeah, you found it very easy,
but
didn't
obviously, if I did do card tricks, I would probably give it, again, like 95.
But you don't do card tricks.
Yeah, but I don't do card tricks. Because I feel like everybody does card tricks.
You're making a statement.
It's true, though. Tell me a magician that doesn't do card tricks.
You.
Apart from me.
David Roth. He's dead. Michael Rubenstein. He doesn't do card tricks. He does mainly coin tricks. Danny, the guy that eats the jumbo coins. Danny, whatever his name is.
And apart from the illusionists.
The illusionists, yeah. Okay, most people do card tricks, yes.
Yeah, everybody does card tricks.
Even your favourite magician at the moment, Nick Copper, he does card tricks.
Well, I do a card trick.
Yeah?
A 1 card trick.
Yeah, you do. Yes.
But I want to do it, but I haven't learned it yet.
He wants to learn Nick's. Yeah. Give Ryland something to float and he'll be happy as Larry. Yeah, look, I like this. I'm not going to do this. He's not going to do it. It doesn't mean it's not a good trick. 79% from me, 79% from him. If you want a good trick, this is a really good trick. The cards are well made. The tutorial is an absolute nightmare to follow, but it's easy enough to be able to figure it out if you rewind it a few times. Yeah, if you buy it, you probably won't be disappointed. It's just not for us. Got one final trick to look at. I'm going to look at it right now. Okay, so the final trick that we have out today is by Charlie and Wayne Goodman. Mainly Charlie Goodman, not Wayne Goodman. Mainly Charlie Goodman. And it is a version of the 8-card brainwave. Now, if you haven't seen 8-card brainwave before, it was popularised by Michael Amar on ET to Master Card Magic series. The idea is that you had 8 cards, they picked one, all the other cards had red backs, and their card was the only one with a blue back. Yes. Charlie and Wayne have turned this on its head, and they've done it in a completely different way.
I used to do a version with ticks and crosses.
You did, and also you have got a version in your close-up case that you did with that Chris Congreve gave you, where it was like all the different things that you carry around with you. So you say you don't do card tricks, but you do actually do 8-card brainwave, and you have done it for a long time. I've seen you do it at close-up jobs. Not that you do many close-up jobs, because you're a stage performer. However, you did do this for Instagram, and you performed it to Thea. Thea freaked out, as normal. Let's have a look at this performance that Ryland put on Instagram, and then we'll talk about what we think.
I'm here with my sister Thea, and I'm going to show her an amazing trick by my friends Charlie and Wayne Goodman. Okay, so I've got a few cards here, and I'm going to cut the cards here. Yeah? I'm going to cut them again, like that. Now I want you to touch any one of these cards, anyone.
Let's go for that one.
That one, are you sure? Well, we'll put that there. Now, you picked that card. Now, if you look at all these other cards, you can see that all these cards, they say this card, okay? These ones all say this card, yeah? All of them, okay? Every last one. But as I said, you chose the only one that says that card. What?
Okay, so I've always been a big fan of the whole this one, that one, the other one plot. I remember Paul Daniels doing Mark Leveridge's version.
And Ian Bailey's one card Monty.
Yeah, well, originally it was a Mark Leveridge plot, and then Mark Leveridge did the first version, which was really, really clever, and it was this one, that one, the other one. Paul Daniels performed that on a TV show called Secrets, and there's been lots of different variations over the years.
What's Secrets?
It's a TV show that Paul Daniels did after the Paul Daniels show. I'll show you a few episodes. But obviously there's been many, many versions. Ian Bailey through Alakazam brought out a version of 3-card Monty, Colour Monty, using that premise called 1-card Monty, and that's one of your favourite 3-card Monties, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is that. It's a great wordplay, you know, like, do you want this one? Do you want that one? You pick one. Oh, right, you were the only one. It's quite an interesting take on Colour Monty, on the 8-card Brainwave, because it's not the backs of the cards that's changing, it's the front. So, you know, they pick a card and all the other... It's quite interesting.
You ever say, well, you chose that card. So you chose this card.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so all of these cards...
you could have that one, or that one, or that one, or that one, or that one.
You could have that card, and 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 that card, but you chose this card.
Yeah. If you don't know it, it's an instant reset. It's
all
not...
you gotta do is...
Yeah. It's not examinable, but it is an instant reset. It's a great opener. It's a great 8-card Brainwave is the perfect opening routine if you're going to do a longer set. And this version especially is really, really good. If you can do the old Ram subtlety, you can do the trick. It is what it is. You just saw the performance. I don't know if I'm going to do it, to be honest, just because I love 8-card Brainwave very, very much. Not as much as you. You do 8-card Brainwave all of the time. I'm going to be interested to hear your mark, because you do Chris Congreve's version, you do the normal 8-card Brainwave version, you got the version, you got 3 or 4, yeah, you got all the different versions that you do.
Now I've got like 5.
I want to know whether this is better than all of those. I'm not going to do it. I don't do 8-card Brainwave. Doesn't mean I don't like it. I'm going to give it, as I have a lot of this stuff today, I'm going to give it a 79%. I'm not going to do it, but I think it's very, very good. If you want something really simple, really easy that you can do, that can blow people away, this is absolutely something that you should buy. I'm giving it 79%. What about you?
I'm giving it infinity and beyond.
Infinity and beyond. You're definitely going to do it. Is this now your favourite version of 8-card Brainwave?
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris. Sorry, Chris. I'm very sorry. Sorry, Chris, but Ryland has decided to go to the dark side, and he's team Goodman now. He's team Good. He's not Team Congreve. He's team Goodman.
Also team Congreve.
He is Team Congreve as well. But you do like this version the best? Yeah? Okay.
I'll do both.
You'll do both?
Yeah.
Mr. 8-card Brainwave right here. So, okay, so it's infinity squared plus whatever it was.
No, infinity and beyond.
Infinity and beyond is the review that he's giving this. I'm giving it 79%. If you want a nice, easy trick, the card's well made, the tutorial's well put together.
You should make it easy for people.
Why?
And you should put at the beginning, after we've done the introduction, you should put today's 5 tricks, and put the tricks and where they and what time they're at. So make it easy for people.
We'll consider that. Thank you for the marketing advice. Let's wrap this up.
Another review show in the bag. That's another review show in the bag. There's another review show in the bag.
Why always do you hit me? Will you stop it? You're breaking stuff again.
Oopsies.
Please, Rye, stop. It is another review show in the bag. Never worked with animals, children, or Ryland, who's an animal and a child. Thanks for watching us right here on Magic TV. We'll see you again very, very soon. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. If you want to follow Ryland, you can do so by going on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube and going for Ryland the Kid Magician. And if you want to join the Netrix, what's the URL?
www.thenetrix.cookies.
It's .com, but whatever.
No, it's .cookies.
We'll see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
We'll see you again. Take care. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.